this one. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So South Carolina's offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. It's complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch, it's Harbor. And he'll be brought down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Sellers. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way. The 40, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters in. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He's going to bring it out from deep. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Quarterback checking the play. He'll start this drive firing. Moves around to clear up the vision. Jukes his way for more. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
At the 35, he's open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Fires to the big fella, and they swarm him under.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Incomplete, and the defense holds. So the Missouri Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that, or are you going to try to live on the perimeter? This offensive matchup will be great.
Yeah, normally you'd say receiver versus safety, the receiver's going to win. This safety, though, has got the speed to run with this guy, and he's going to make it interesting back there.
Gives it to the back on the draw. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Defense in press coverage. Wants to throw on third down. He's got it. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Missouri! A great catch and run for 6. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up.
Yes.
You want to
Look at this stripping.
early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. He lofts one down the sideline. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. Back to pass, it's Sellers. They're trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Getting some heat. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. Running toward the tape. He's at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down for this offense. And off to Jones. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Horn. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Finds his way for 3 after the 33. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Shakes off the defender.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Zings it complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Back to throw, it's Horn. He's got his man across the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's got it on the move. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on second down. Grabs it in the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Takes the easy one to the back. Oh, what a move.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, South Carolina! Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they look nothing. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Well, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Oh, he makes the catch. They get him down after he makes the catch. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls, and most of the time I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's moving out of the pocket. He finds his man.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On fourth down, going to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They have this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so...
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room and you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Scanning the field, it's Sellers. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. The play-action fake. Unleashes one. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up.
And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. And off to Jones. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He leaves it with his back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the returner will be knocked down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I'd go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown Gamecocks. And the comeback is on.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll try the run. Open space at the 25. He's off to the races. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. Trying to get to it. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. He flips this field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, man. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And here they come, almost all the way back. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again, or would you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the air, it's Horn. Going downfield for the big play. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels, and you
Fires one high and deep. Snags it inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
He'll pick up 3 before he's down at the 6. 2nd and goal for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, South Carolina. The AT unit on the field. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Offense getting set for first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught. It's Manning. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. So Missouri will have to punt it away.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage, great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right.
Can anyone catch him? He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down.
The expressway is wide open. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home run.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. East Carolina rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Greenville. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now 2nd and 10. And off to Jones. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. It's a draw. Running with power. He gets
Oh
those
my
chains moving.
God, end of the game.
Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Missouri! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
God damn,
Guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's going to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They move on top here in the 4th.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. Run and pass on the next snap.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. All wideouts, no backs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
Here's the handoff. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Horn. He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Working that left side now. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the 1st down marker. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. They're bringing heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there.
Oh, look out! At the 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Give to the running back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Gets it out quickly. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. After getting knocked down behind the line, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be for the win. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like